I think sometimes it can be a treat to see a movie not in color. It's like a throwback to a simpler time. But I know today most movies are in color, so it is kind of cool to go and see a movie that is presented in black and white. And that's the case with the movie called Frances Ha. Yes, a new film presented and directed by Noah Baumbach, who's known for making a lot of interesting films that I kind of like The Squid and the Whale, Margaret at the Wedding, and I believe a movie called Greenberg. Most of his characters he likes to focus on are quite negative, but it's a movie, and so I can enjoy it on a movie level because you get to know these characters for about an hour and a half and then you never have to see them again. But I like his presentation when it comes to kind of stuff like that, though in real life, most people that he has created in his movies, I don't really ever want to hang out with. But I like the way the movies are. I do enjoy his movies. But he has a brand new movie called Frances Ha, and Frances is played by an actress named Greta Gerwig. I hope I get that name right, Greta Gerwig. And I've liked this girl for a while. She has starred in some big blockbuster films like Arthur and I can't think of anything else, but she's been in some smaller films. She's actually in a smaller film that I really like, one of my favorite horror movies the last 5 or 6, 7 years, called The House of the Devil. And so this is a brand new film that actually I think just came out a couple weeks ago or this week. I really don't know the date for this film, but it is presented in black and white. It does tell the story of Frances, and it's pretty much a character study. It follows her around. It's very casual the way it presents itself. It's kind of like sporadic. You know, we'll get little bits and pieces of the movie here and there as the movie moves along, as we learn about her life and her friendships. Most of the people that she centers herself around are kind of negative, though I'm surprised that the Frances character is the most positive character in the film, and a very likable one. And I think Greta plays it very, very well. You get to really like this girl, and I liked being around her and seeing how she was going to worry about the things that would happen in her life, from where she was going to live, to her job as a dancer, to just her love life, to her friends' love life. She seemed like she cared about her friends and her family. There's a moment in the film where she actually just goes to Paris for 2 days. There really is no reason given, but she just goes to Paris. I would love to be that spontaneous in my own life. I kind of used to be when I was younger. As I'm getting older and kind of like set some things where I like to go do this and that. But I'd love to be that spontaneous and just, hey, I'm gonna go to Japan. I don't know why, just gonna go, spend a couple days. So this movie was just an enjoyable experience. It was a movie that I wish was really longer. I felt like I would have liked to stay here longer, especially when it got to the end and we learned why the movie's called Frances Ha. And I thought that was a little clever note to this whole girl's journey as she's going throughout her lives. And I really admired this movie and I enjoyed it. And I just wish it was like another half an hour. I could have done another half an hour of this film. I was just really enjoying the experience that I was having, getting to know this character and her life. And I felt like this was a movie that that probably was done a lot more in the 60s and early 70s. And it was a film like I felt could have been directed by Woody Allen back then. That's just the feelings I had watching this movie. And it also reminded me of another movie that came out a few years ago called Happy Go Lucky, where there's this character that's just quite positive and carefree and loving, even if the world is crashing all around her. And I can't help but just say I really kind of love this movie. I kind of love this film, and I just wish it was a little longer, and I wish we got to know this character. You know, with the internet these days, it'd be great if they could turn this into a little web series, but I doubt it. I think probably Noah's got more depressing things to talk about, but it was nice that he made a character more positive and fun and carefree and loving and just enjoyable to be around. And I like these smaller films, and I'm glad I got to see it. So if you can find it, I highly recommend that you check out Frances Ha, and I'm going to give the film 3.5 stars. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and I'm on Facebook. And please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. And also go to WhoYouTube.com. You know, I'm going to try and see if I can work on my thing and see if I can actually turn this video black and white. So let's see. Let's try and do that. Ooh, there we go.